Okay. All right, let's take a moment to make our back upright. Just changing our back can be stabilizing for our mind. In yoga, body and mind are not two separate things. So take some time here to lengthen your back up and relax the shoulders. Check in with your abdomen. Muscles around your face. So the first part of yoga is slowing down and stopping. There's a Zen story about a man who's riding a horse and he's going through town really, really fast. And somebody asks the rider as he's rushing past, "Where are you going?" And the rider says, "I don't know. Ask the horse." And so the horse is symbolic of our habit energies that pull us this way and that way, and we don't know why we're going where we're going. So part of yoga is the ability to slow down and stop so that we're in control of the horse and the horse is not leading us wherever it goes. The horse being our mental or emotional habits that pull us this way and that. So the first thing is to stop the body. When we slow down and stop the body, the mind is going to do the same thing. But you might experience the mind revolving all around the place when you slow down or stop your body. So this is a practice in recognizing how much our mind moves. And just like when you throw a pebble into a lake, it descends down into the water and it settles at the bottom of the lake. In the same way, when we sit in stillness for a moment, it takes some time for us to make our way down to the bottom of the lake and to be at ease. So you might be experiencing that movement of the pebble going from the surface of the water down to the bottom of the lake. But if you sit long enough, you'll experience some settling in your body as well as in your mind. Be an anchor here. Noticing your body, seeing your body sitting still can also be an anchor, kind of pulling you down. Notice sensations in your body moving, churning. Them as sensations, not to get caught up in our thoughts, not to get caught up in our emotions. They're there too, but we don't have to ride them like the horse. We get down off the horse, let the horse run around without us on top of it. So we slow down and stop. Just experience what it's like to stop, to be still. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Around us is constantly moving, constantly busy. but we don't have to get caught in that busyness for at least this hour. Let's transition now to standing. I know usually we do some little warm-up exercises here, but let's go right to sun salutation. Kind of experiencing movement and slowing down and stopping within the sun salutation. So let's make our way to the front of the mat, joining our palms together in front of the heart. We're reaching forward. Simply reaching forward. Usually we go right to up, but let's just take a moment to be aware of this movement here, straight forward with our arm, just having our arms out like that. You can lock your thumbs here, and if you pull it's like if you try to pull your thumbs apart and relax your shoulders in the upper back, you can get a nice stretch to your shoulders. And you're just pulling on as though you're trying to pull your thumbs apart. And a nice feel that stretch to the shoulders in the back when you do that. Right. So every motion, every movement, every place your body happens to be in can potentially be an opportunity to slow down and stop. We don't have to do something and then get a result at the end. The results happen simultaneously in the doing. And oftentimes, though, we expect results after doing something, and so there's a time lag there. But with yoga, there's no time lag. The results are immediate. Right? Okay, let's release the thumbs, reach our arms overhead, lengthening upwards, looking up, and then folding forward. Folding forward. Let's lift the head up halfway, and then lower it back down. Just letting the arms release, letting the backs of the legs open. Okay, again, lifting the head up. You use your shins to push against, and then coming back down. Okay, stepping the left foot back, lowering the knee, and lifting the chin up. Take a few breaths here. Taking the right foot back, planting the hands, and lifting the knees up. Draw the heels down. Remember to breathe. Right, here's an opportunity also to slow the horse down and to get off of it. Can we be in our body, not pulled by our emotions, not pulled by our thoughts, not pulled by the emotions of the masses? What do you experience in your body when you do that? Heat? Discomfort? Just stay with it. That's tapas. Tapas is the ability to feel pain, but not to deliver it to others. Okay, let's lower the knees down. Take a moment to pause here. There's no hurry to go on to the next move. We can lift the chin up, lift the tailbone up, and just pause here, feel what you're feeling. You might notice sensations in your legs. Maybe you want to jump forward, but just see what happens if you don't do anything here. Find some stillness. All right, let's bend the elbows, bring the chin down and then forward. Landing on our rib cage, elbows tucked in, straightening out our feet, bringing our legs together, bringing our elbows into our sides. Let's pause here. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And then lift the head. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be lifted very high to get benefit out of this. Okay, lift the hands off the mat. They don't have to be lifted very high to get benefit out of this. Let's reach the arms out like a airplane wings and hold for 3, 2, 1, and 0. Go ahead, rest. You can rest with your head turned to one side or your chin on the mat. All right, let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders again. Begin to lift the head up, push into the hands, bend the knees, sit back, curl the toes under the feet, bring the head down to the mat. And breathe. All right, and then coming up, let's come up to all fours, lift the knees off the mat. Take a few breaths here. Okay, looking forward, stepping the left foot forward, lowering the right knee. And pausing here. We'll just allowing the hips to open naturally. Stay present in this form. Stay present here. Softening the hips, softening the abdomen. Take a few breaths. Okay. Stepping the right foot forward when you're ready. I'll let the backs of the legs open. Take some deep breaths here. Okay, let's come to stand. Arms reaching up. Lengthening straight up. And palms joining together in front of the heart. Remember, each posture that we're in is a potential for practicing yoga. Restraint of the modifications of the mind stuff is yoga. This is the second Yoga Sutra. It's getting off that horse that runs us this way and that. Can we be in our body? All right, let's lock the thumbs, reach the arms forward, and again, as though we're trying to pull our thumbs apart, and relaxing the upper back and shoulders so that we get a nice stretch across the shoulder, across the top of the back where the two shoulders meet. Can you feel that stretch? Really subtle, very simple to do. Nice way to relieve tension in the back. All right, and let's keep the thumbs locked this time. We'll just reach up. All right, reaching up, up a little bit higher, just slowly inching your way up a little taller. Squeeze the buttocks, engage your core, and bend back a little bit. Okay, and then slowly come forward. So it's just a small, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the back bend. And then slowly coming forward. At this point, you could reach your arms out. Remember that. You can always reach your arms out and fold forward. That might make it easier on the low back. You come down, hands reach the floor, chin gets tucked, allowing the back body to stretch. The back body, not just the legs, but the whole of the back body. And this is a very passive stretch. The only activity here is happening in the feet. The only engagement of the muscles is happening in your feet. Right? The soles of the feet are engaged to keep you from falling forward or falling backward or falling left or right. Everything else is really passive. Okay, and let's step the right foot back. Right. Before you lower your knee, just slowly bend the left knee. Slowly bend the left knee. Feel that stretch in the right hip. Feel that stretch in the right hip as the knee comes down, down, down. Keeping the right toes curled. You get a nice stretch out of the foot. And slowly, slowly lifting the head up. Relaxing the shoulders a little bit. Lifting the chin a little bit. To the core. And then let's slide or step your left foot back. Plant the hands. Make a stable base here as we lift the knees up. And let's slowly walk the feet in place. Bend the left knee and straighten the right. Let's just pause here. The right leg, the right knee is straight. The left knee is bent. Feel that pulling on the calf muscle. Very gentle. And then switch. And switch. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Remember to breathe. Okay, and then straighten both knees. Straighten both knees, drawing the heels down. Lowering the head a little bit more. And let's bend both knees and bring them down. Let's do some cat-cow here while we're on all fours, just to loosen the spine a little bit. Just taking it slow. Notice any cracks and pops in the bones and the joints. Just being aware of those sounds that the body makes. Right, and let's straighten the knees as we bend the elbows. Come down. Take a moment to uncurl your toes. Bring your legs together. Squeeze your legs together. Take a breath in and hold it. Lift the head. Hold, stretch out the arms. Breathe. Okay, bend the elbows, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, lower the head just a moment. Right, relax the back and then push up, bending the knees. Curl the toes underneath and return to downward dog. Okay, let's bend the right knee, straighten the left. Hold. Bend, straighten the right knee, bend the left, and hold. Straighten both knees and hold. Okay, and let's step the right foot forward. Bending the right knee, lowering the left knee. Relax the hips. Okay, step the left foot forward. Take your time here. Remember, the only engagement here in this forward fold is the bottoms of the feet. Everything else can pretty much be passive. Tucking the chin. Okay, bringing the hands to the shins, extending out the back, and then coming up to stand. Okay, we haven't finished this cycle, so just notice the standing. Notice if there's any changes in your posture or how you feel emotionally, mentally, if there's any more clarity, if there's a change in concentration in the mind. Maybe you're more aware of your breathing. Let's continue to reach the arms out and up, lengthening the spine upwards, bending back. Just a little bend, just beneath the shoulder blades. And then bringing the hands in front of the heart. All right. All right, we'll just do two today since we did those rather slow. Got our bodies. Maybe, see how your body's feeling. Let's bring the hands down. See if you don't feel any greater degree of control over it, in a sense. I hesitate to use the word control over our body, but see if you don't feel a sense of being okay about being in your body. All right, maybe the muscles are a little bit more relaxed. Maybe you're more attentive to your breathing. Maybe you can feel your legs and your arms a little bit easier. Maybe those thoughts are more at bay at the moment. All right, let's shift our weight to the right foot and bring the left foot up, either to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Any one of those is fine. Here too, the engagement is very much in the bottom of the foot. Maybe make a little micro bend in the right knee so that you're not too stiff. Use your hands to help you balance. Hold on to something if you need to. Really here, the engagement is at the bottom of the foot. The rest is balance. And we can use our eyes to help us look into the periphery of your vision. That can help stabilize this posture. Using the periphery of your vision. That helps also to relax the eyes when we use the peripheral vision. It gets us centered. We might notice our heart. We might notice our core when we use the peripheral vision. It's almost like we have eyes on the sides of our head. Steady, steady. Use your arms to help balance you like the branches of a tree. We don't have to get caught up in a form. Use the arms to help balance. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's release. Okay, shift over to the left leg and let's circle the right foot around the ankle a few times in either direction. All right, shifting over to the left foot. Right foot comes up. Notice where your eyes are pointed. Notice how your left knee is. Is it locked? Maybe unlocking it. Lowering the eyes. What do you want to do with your arms? Keeping in mind, there's not a right way to have your arms or legs. Ask your body, what does it want to do? Or thumbs up if you like, or you have your thumbs down. Lower the arms wherever they might be, release the foot. Come on, shift over to the right leg and let's circle that left foot around the ankles a few times. Okay, let's do some more standing yoga asanas. Just coming into the center of your mat, looking towards wherever you designate as the front of your mat. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. A little bend in the knees. Let's reach the arms up towards the ceiling, just in a gentle way. There's no need to strain here. And then step the left foot forward and step the right foot back. Right. And then last is to bend the left knee. Notice like there's a connection between bending the left knee and the engagement in the low back. So be sensitive to that and gauge how much you want to bend your left knee. Right? You can slowly begin to bend it more, but again, gauge how much that affects your low back. I notice in my own low back, the more I bend, the tighter the muscles in my low back get. That feels okay for me. See how it feels for you. I have to make some minor adjustments to my back, kind of drawing it forward a little bit as I bend deeper. But see how it is for you. 3, 2, 1. And release. Slowly lower our arm, straighten our knee, step our feet back to the center of the mat, and relax. Relax your body. Right, notice the body just soften. As the muscles disengage, the muscles soften without much effort. If you've really been doing warrior pose, and then you come back to mountain, without much effort, the muscles melt. And we want to capture that melting of the muscles because in that in feeling it, we are basically capturing the benefits of yoga right here and now. We don't have to wait until after the class is over. We're capturing the benefits right here and now of Warrior One. All right, let's lift the arms up once again. Lifting the arms up, step the right foot forward, and then lift the back heel up. The left heel comes up, lift the foot off the ground, and step it back. When you're ready, begin to slowly bend the right knee. Holding. How high your arms lift up is up to you. You could experiment with making goalposts or straightening the arms. Right? You could experiment here. How does that affect your low back? Because it's easier here to bend my right knee when my arms are down low. Although I don't notice much difference here either. So, you know, you can experiment like that. And 3, 2, 1, and release. Arms come down, knee straightens, and we come back to the center of our mat. Reaping the benefits of Warrior One. Scan the body, scan the muscles around the neck and shoulders. Scan the muscles around the legs and arms. Scan, scan the muscles around the face. And scan the abdomen. All right, staying in the center, let's step the right foot forward and lift the back heel up and then slide or step the left foot back. Okay. Keeping the knees straight, we'll go into triangle now. Right. Arms coming over the legs. Okay, staying balanced. Make a little micro bend in the right knee. Reaching forward. Feel the muscles in the low back. As you reach forward, not too quick to bring that right arm down. Open the hip. Keep this right hip turned outwards in that direction. Very subtle motion, turning outwards. Reaching forward. Then I have your head positioned. Is an experiment. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Arms, feet come back to center. And stand. Remember the purpose of yoga. Getting off the horse. Where are you going? I don't know. Ask the horse. Right? We can get off the horse. Our emotions take us for a ride. Our thoughts take us for a ride. We don't know where we're going. Let's stop. Let's get off the horse. Let the horse go. You don't have to be riding it. The other side, left foot steps forward, lift the back heels, slide or step your right foot back. Micro bend in that left knee. Dig the inside of the right foot into the mat as you lift your arms up over your legs, reaching forward. Start to engage the low back on the right side. And then when your body's ready, decide on your head's position by experimenting with it. How does your neck feel? Where do you want to look? Ask your body, tune in. 2, 1, and back up. Lower the arms. And let's step the feet back to center. Back to the center of the mat and rest. All right, reap the benefits, reap the rewards of yoga here and now. You don't have to wait. This next one is also a balancing pose. This is King Dancer. I'm going to shift the weight into the right foot. Grab a chair or the wall if you need it. And then shift your weight into your right foot. Micro bend in the right knee. Notice my left foot hasn't left the ground just yet. Just leaning to the right. Bend the left knee. Slowly catch it with the left hand on the outside or on the inside of the foot. On the outside or on the inside. Push the foot into the hand with your right hand. You can hold on to a chair, hold on to a table, hold on to the wall. Use it to help you balance as you gently lower the head and lift the foot, pushing the foot into the hand. 3, 2, 1, release. Back to standing. Relax the shoulders. All right, sorry about that. Let's try the other side. Shifting the weight into the left foot. All right, a little micro bend in the left knee. Right foot, right knee bends, catch the foot. Remember, you can hold on to the outside of the foot or the inside of the foot. What do you want to do with your left hand? Remember, you have choices as you push your foot into the hand. Nice stretch of the pectoral muscles. The biceps also get a nice stretch here. Remember what you do with what do you want to do with your eyes? Remember how the eyes help us to balance. How we use our eyes is of paramount importance if we're trying to balance. So learn. Let your body, let your eyes teach you. Three, 2, 1, release. Scanning the body. Okay, we're back to the center of the mat. Let's turn facing the side of the mat. We'll do a little hip opener, right? Making our feet a little wider, toes pointing outwards, bending the knees, and squatting. Take your time to squat. Lift your heels off the ground if you need to. Bring your hands down to the ground and push your elbows into your legs. Just kind of leaning forward a little bit into your elbows. Remember to breathe. If you want to bend your elbows and bring your hands together, that's also an option. Or if you're comfortable having your hands on the floor like this, that's fine too. And then let's slowly make our way back up. And go ahead and lay down on your back. Let's go lay down. Find a way to come onto your back. And I will change the angle of the camera. A little closer. There we go. Actively relaxing the whole body. Take note of the changes that occur when your head comes down, and there's no resistance that you have to give to the bones. Lying in Shavasana, corpse. Releasing all the tension throughout the body. Notice tension in the muscles, let it go. If it's tied to a thought, if it's tied to an emotion, see if you can separate out yourself. Sometimes we get tangled up in our emotions or in our thoughts. See if you can disentangle yourself from whatever emotion you might be caught in or thought you might be caught in, and allow the emotion or the thought to reveal itself as a flow in the body, as opposed to a concrete reality. Thoughts are impermanent. Emotional states are impermanent. They come and they go. Let's bring the hands over the head, stretching out the body now. Kind of a little bit more active stretch. Arms over the head, stretching out the whole body. Take some bigger breaths here. Now interlacing the hands underneath the head, elbows out to the sides, knees come up. Lower the knees to one side. Notice any changes in how you feel in your body. Look over your left shoulder. Your knees are pointing one direction, your head is pointing the other. Absorb the benefits of being in this nice, easy twist. Okay, and let's come back to center with our knees and with our head. Pause a moment, check in with your body. And let's go over the other side. Let's go over to the other side. Just twisting the back in the other direction. Just in a real gentle way. What happens if you take in a deeper breath? Do you notice anything change in your body, in your mind? Do you feel better? Do you feel worse? Or nothing at all? Any of those three are possible, by the way. It's not like we're supposed to feel better. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So leave open for what is present rather than trying to create something out of nothing. What's actually your experience? What is your actual experience? Okay, and knees back to center, head back to center. Release the hands from under the arms. Let's take a moment to let them rest. Bring the knees together. Just rest the hands over the ribs for a moment. Let the knees rest against each other. Feel the back side of your body connected to the ground. Feel the contact between your back and the floor. Feel the contact between the back of your head and the floor. Feel the lack of contact between the back of your neck and the floor. There's a little curve there in your spine that prevents the neck from actually touching the floor. Just notice the lack of contact between your neck and the floor. Okay, let's bring our hands down, pressing the palms into the mat. Feel that contact between the palms and the floor. Feel that contact, the sensation that arises as a result of the contact between your hands and the floor. Now let's push the hands down, engaging the arm muscles, and pushing into the heel, engaging the thighs and the low back. Lift back up and hold here. Continue to push the hands down, push the back of the head down into the mat, engaging the neck muscles also. Push into the heels, lifting the hips up a little higher, even just a millimeter. 3, 1. Okay, let's lower the back down. Stretch the arms out over the head. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Peel the back up. Continue to stretch forward over the legs. Stretching the backs of the legs. Soften the shoulders and the neck. Take some big breaths here. Let the back body relax. Let the chin tuck. Look in towards your rib cage, towards your sternum. Turn your eyes inward towards your rib cage, towards your sternum. Or another way to say it is to look down. Not down at the floor, but down in relationship to where your eyes are looking on your face. Looking down towards your nose, looking down towards your lips. Notice any changes when you look down. Continue to relax the body. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, release. Let's come up to a seat. Slowly lower down onto our back. Final relaxation. Feeling the backside of your whole body's backside. Notice where it's connecting to the floor. Notice the sensation that arises wherever your backside is connecting to the floor, be it your legs, your arms, or your back, or your head. Ourselves more fully into our whole body. Scanning through it, notice any places that are tight. Those muscles. Arms and legs relax. The face. Noticing any thoughts or feelings that are arising. See if you can watch them like a witness. You feel a sense of ease or peace in your body. See if you can connect with that a little bit more deeply. And let's begin to come out of it. Turn to one side. Make your way up to a seat when you're ready. Now you have an option here. If you have gotten off the horse, you can get back on if you want to. Or maybe you just notice there's the horse there and you might choose not to get on it. Take a moment. Do you want to get on that horse? Okay. Thank you all very much. Thanks for your practice. Thanks for your practice of patience too.